It's a bullshit intro. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we are going to do this makeup look right here. So I won't keep rambling. If you want to see how I created that, please keep on watching. So we are starting with a clean face and we are going to apply our primer. Now I am using this mattifying primer from Essence. Come on, focus. It's a mattifying and pore minimizing primer with black clay, and I am going to take like a small amount like this, warm it up between my fingers and start applying it mostly on my T-zone, because that's where I get more oily and I have my enlarged pores. Next I am going to take some foundation, and today I am going to mix two. I'm taking this Catrice Cosmetics All Matte Plus Shine Control makeup, which is mattifying, long lasting and oil free. This is the one. And it's in the shade 015 Vanilla Beige, and I am going to put that on my little plate. 2 pumps should be enough. And the next one I am taking, it's the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless, the normal to oily skin, and it's in the shade 115. And I am going to mix these two. And then apply small dots all over my face. Now, I've never tried this combo, so we'll see today how it works. And I am taking my beauty sponge. This is a Real Techniques sponge, and I am going to blend that. It's really light to medium coverage, so if you want more coverage I suggest using another foundation, but I think you can build it up to get more coverage. Let's take a bit more. I have a hair somewhere, and apply in the areas mostly around my nose and my cheeks, where I do need a bit more coverage, and I have some on my finger. Okay, now I'm going to move to concealer, and as well I'm going to use two, and I'm using the Catrice Liquid Camouflage first, which is really light. It's in the shade 005 Light Natural, and I am going to do just like this, 3 lines underneath each eye. Put a line on my jaw, my chin, I mean, cupid's bow, line on my nose, and a tiny bit on my forehead. And I am also going to put this Wet n Wild Coverall liquid concealer wand, and this is in the shade medium, and this is more dark than the first one we applied, so I am going to put a tiny bit of this one because I don't want to look too white. Not that I don't love that, but not today. And then with the beauty sponge I am going to blend that. And I am as well taking that to my lid to prime it, so later we can apply eyeshadow. That's how I usually prime my lid, and it works okay for me. But if you do have oily lids and like your makeup creases through the day, I do recommend using an eyeshadow primer. And I think there's one from Smashbox that's really good, but for me the concealer technique works just as good. Good. Now I am going to cream contour a little bit, and I am using this Sleek Makeup Cream Contour Kit, and it's in dark 097. And I am going to take this shade in here to contour, and I think it's the shade, just let me see, it's the shade 04. And I'm going to take that with this brush, warm it up a bit, and going to draw a line here, a line on the other side, forehead, jaw, under my lip, and I am going to do on my nose as well. And now we look like a clown. And I am going to take the beauty sponge again to blend it out. And I am doing the blending like in an upward motion with the sponge, because I don't want to drag the color too far down on my gel. Good. Now, next is powder, and I am going to use my favorite powder, which is the translucent loose powder from Laura Mercier, and with the same sponge I am going to take like on the more flat side, and first I am going to bake my contour a bit because I want a bit more sharp edge my contour. Going to put some on my forehead because I do want don't sneeze. Oh. On my chin and my under eyes. And while this is baking, I am going to bronze my face a little bit. I am taking a fluffy brush. This is an e.l.f. complexion brush, and I am taking this CYO bronzing powder in When the Sun Don't Shine medium. It looks like this. I've used it before in the videos. I am going to tap the excess and focus that on my cheeks, going up to my forehead. Doing the same on the other side. And while I leave my face to bake even a bit more, I am going to do my brows. And for my brows, I'm using this Catrice Cosmetics Slim-Matic Ultra Precise Brow Pencil, and it's in the shade 040 Cool Brown. And I'm going to shape my brows. It has a really fine tip. Oh no, 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 no. It's almost out. So I am gonna brush the hairs off my brow first, and then I am starting to lightly fill them in. And it's finished. So now I have to switch to another pencil, and I do have one from Essence, the Eyebrow Designer in 02 Brown. Let's see how this one works. I am warming it up a bit on my hand. And next I am going to apply a brow gel, and I am using the one from Essence again, the Make Me Brow Eyebrow Gel Mascara. It's this one. It's in the color Brownie Brows. And I am lightly going to set these brows in place. Now I will dust off the excess powder, and I'm taking a brush. And I am going to highlight my face, and I'm using it's really broken down, so I'm trying not to break it more, but it's this 17 gold bronze shimmer brick. Yeah, it's gold bronze. It does look like this. And I am going to take my highlighter brush from Real Techniques and slightly applying this to my cheekbones. Tip of my nose, in between my brows a bit, Cupid's bow, and on my chin. Next I am going to take blush, and I'm using this Revolution Ultra Blush palette, and it's in Sugar and Spice. And from here, that's dusty, I am going to take, which shade should I take? I think I'm going to take this shade in here, the very first from the top row, and with the blush brush I am going to tap it first in place and then blend it. Tap and blend. And then with the clean brush I used to brush the powder off, I am going to blend that a little bit more. Good. And now we're going to go with the eyes. And for the eyes for today I have two palettes. I have the big palette, the Morphe 35OM palette. It looks like this. And as well, if I need to, I am taking the Huda Beauty Warm Brown Obsessions, which looks like this. And I am going to create my go-to autumn winter look. So let's see. Now I am going to set my eyes a bit more, and I am going to take the lightest color in the palette, the Morphe palette, and I am going to set my entire lid up to the brown bone. Doing the same on the other eye. Nice. Next I am going to put a transition shade on my crease, so I'm taking a fluffy blending brush, and I am going to go with I think I am taking this color in here and put that all over my crease. Top, and I'm going to take a silver mirror, and I am starting to blend that in my crease. This color will help us blend the other shadows that we're going to put on. So I blend. Then picking up again top of the excess and doing the same to the other eye. I want to apply some lip balm on my lips because they are killing me. This weather, like right now in Dublin, it's windy and raining. It's not that cold, but still my lips get very dry and chapped, so we need some lip balm. Next I am going to go with a slightly darker color than that one. I think I am going to take this one in here, and with the same brush I am going on top of the first color we applied. And we are going to blend back and forth, circular motions. Taking that again on the other eye. A bit more and blend. Nice. And now, because I am going to go with a bit more colored shadows and I don't want to ruin my face makeup, I am going to take some powder and applying it underneath my eye, and also creating like a sharp edge on the outer corner of the eye, yeah, the corner. And I'm going to take a smaller blender brush, and I am going to go with this orange in here. It's like a really nice, beautiful orange, matte orange, and taking that, tap off the excess. You better start with less, and then if you need, apply more, because if you put too much from the start, you're going to work. So my camera stopped filming right in the middle of the eye look, so I will explain what I did. I started to take this orange shade from the Morphe palette, and I did apply that on the crease as well, but not going all the way into the inner corner. Then I took the more reddish shade in here and applied that on the top of the orange I applied first. Then I went with some concealer and a flat brush, and I defined my inner corner a tiny bit. I did kind of a cut crease, but not that precise. And on top of the concealer I went with the shade, with this shade, the gold copper shade from the Huda Beauty palette, and that's where we left now. So what I did then, I took the same brush I applied the red with, and I corrected and blended the gold with the red a bit more. And then I am taking the fluffy brush, I applied the transition shade and blend the shades together a bit more. And also I was saying that I am really glad I applied this powder underneath my eyes, because I already have some fallout. So yeah, excuse me. Next, I am going to take even a darker shadow, because I do want this look to be more dramatic. And I'm going to take a pencil brush, and from the Huda Beauty palette I am going to go with this dark color in here. Actually no, I'm going to take with this one, which is slightly lighter than the top one, and taking the color on the pencil brush, tap off the excess. I am going to apply that on the outer V, going all the way to the crease, and then with a clean blending brush I am going to blend that even more. This is kind of a purplish color. Now I'm doing the exact same on the other eye. Applying this on the outer V, a bit on the crease, and then blending it out. Apply a tiny bit more in here. And blend it out. And I do think I am going to go with the darker shade as well in the Huda Beauty palette, and taking with the same pencil brush, tap off the excess, and I am just going to line a bit on my outer edge of the eye and then blend the color. I do have a lot of fallout right now with these colors from the Huda Beauty palette, but it's a good thing we applied the powder so that we don't mess up our face makeup. You can do your eye makeup first if you want. I don't like to do it that way, I don't know why. So I am using this technique when I am doing a more dramatic eye and I am convinced I will have some fallout. I'm doing the same on the other eye. And I also think I am going to take, just give me a sec, I am going to take this Obsession and Belle Jordan palette, and I am going to take the shade Glow Baby in here and apply that with my finger again on top of the gold shade from the Huda Beauty palette, because I do feel it's a bit too coppery for my taste. And taking the other ring finger from the other hand, because I do want the same amount of pressure, I am going to apply on the other eye as well. Now it's a bit more toned down and it's even more glowing than it was before, and I am going to take a clip blending brush and blend the edges a bit. Now with the same shades, the Glow Baby shade from the Belle Jordan Obsession palette, I am going to take that with a flat brush, tap off the excess, and I'm going to highlight on the high point of my brow, just a tiny little bit. Doing the same on the other eye. And now I am going to clean up the powder I applied underneath my eyes. and we are going to work on the lower lash line. Now I am going with this shade on my lower lash line. With the same fluffy brush I applied the transition shade, and I am going to fluff that all the way from the outer corner to the inner corner. Next, I am going to take a pencil brush and this red shade in here, and I am going to apply that as close as possible to my lashes. And I'm going to take again the fluffy brush and blend that out. Taking again the red shade. And blend it out. Now I am going to take the purplish, the dark purple shade in the Huda Beauty palette. It's more like a brownish purplish shade, and I am going to apply that on the outer corner, connecting it with my lash line with the top lash line. And again taking the blending brush and blend. And now I am going to highlight my inner corners. I'm going to take the same brush I applied the highlighter on my brow, and with the same color from the Obsession and Belle Jordan palette, the Glow Baby shade, I am going to apply that on my inner corners. Now I am going to What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Now I am going to give my lashes a curl and apply a few coats of mascara, and I will be back. So I am back after a couple of coats of mascara, and now we're going to do the lips. For the lips I am going to use this Charlotte Tilbury what it's called, Lip Cheat Reshape and Resize Lip Liner in Pillow Talk, which is my favorite. And I do have this mini luscious lip stain from Douce, I don't know how to pronounce that, and it's in the color 611 Amber Rose. This is the one. So first I am going to line my lips with the Charlotte Tilbury lip liner. And I think I'm also going to fill in the lips a bit with this lip liner. And then I am taking the lip stain and apply that on top. I have decided to be a bit more extra and apply this. It's Makeup Studio Professional Makeup Lip Gloss in Reflex 5. It's a really beautiful reflective lip gloss, and I'm going to apply that on top. Yep, like that. And yeah, this is the final look. Please excuse my hair, it's a total mess, but unfortunately right now I can't apply heat or do many hairstyle with it because it's falling like crazy. So yeah, that's what I'm stuck with for now. So this is the final result. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you soon in my next one. Bye!